So good evening everyone. Welcome back again in another weekly market outlook. Hope you are good, enjoying your weekend and definitely getting ready for the next week. So last week was very volatile and uncertain. As you guys know that there was, war threat from US and Iran. So things calmed down peacefully and hopefully, we're not going to have similar kind of threat anytime soon in future. Yeah, so they're going to solve their problem uh, you know things are moving. You can say that things are moving, towards peace. And next week we may have, signing ceremony for first phase deal between US and China. And that can bring also some certainty into the market. Certainty is already there from that point, from that end. But as you guys know that US Iran was the biggest threat for last week. So now let's move on to the weekly market outlook for this week. If you guys are looking for group membership and looking to join us, yeah, or looking for further information, just go to the techtradingacademy.com, check the membership levels. All right, there are two levels, one for group membership and the other one is one-on-one training. Yeah, if you are looking for further information, just simply fill that form and send that form to me for further information. All right, so if you are looking for social sites so that you can follow me on those social sites for ideas and for updates, just simply go to my trading view profile and check the signature box. All right, you're gonna get all those links from there. You can follow me on these links for trade setups, ideas, and for weekly video, weekly market outlook. All right, now let's move on to the trade setup for next week. All right, and there we got the dollar index. All right, so last week you guys know that we were looking for dollar index to go higher. All right, so it started to push up. But on Friday, we got bad numbers on non-farm payroll. Because of that, dollar is slightly under pressure, right? So we either, this is a start of the bigger, longer-term downtrend on the dollar. Dollar has, started to go lower for longer term, this move, all right? Or we may see another up move, bullish move, all right? So this move, okay, there is possibility that the DXY still can go up, or euro dollar can go lower for one more drop before going to reverse for longer term. All right, so for next week what you are looking for, this is what we are having. All right, so on lower time frame, okay, so we still can see that one more drop back at the lows and then buy. Okay, this kind of wave still can push lower back at the bottom or new low, where we can have ABCD move on ABC move, all right, or expanding triangle on bigger time frame, which I have just shown you. So the pattern which is just setting up is this. Okay, either we're going to see correction over there, okay, and the wave for upside, the wave which I have just shown you on a bigger time frame, or we're going to see stronger sell, going to see correction and then drop. Okay, so for both trade you are looking for correction. Okay, correction for downside and correction for upside for next week. All right, so if you're going to go to the lower time frame, there you are paying attention. All right, so currently we can see that it's forming a correction for more upside. All right, so last week correction, if you remember that, this ABC move, we were talking about that ABC move to appear over there and then continue to go higher or test this low. Okay, so there form a correction and then that correction to break down, stop behind that, and then you are looking for this to continue to go lower. Okay, so correct and aggressive breakdown, stop behind that and continue to go lower. Make sure you don't sell it without having a correction over there on lower time frame. The correction is just trying to appear over there. Okay, so yeah, correction can get bigger like that. Okay, for more upside like this, for more upside rather than continuation to the downside. Okay, this correction, similar kind of correction can appear over there for more upside. So dollar index is at a place, at a area where we can see one more drop back at the low before going to continue to go higher, or price gonna start correcting at the current price, then gonna start to push more higher. Okay, so that's your dollar index, a kind of neutral analysis. You guys can see that on the dollar index. Euro dollar. Okay, so euro dollar is very much same analysis like last week. Okay, and bigger time frame analysis is still same. Yeah, so dollar to drop in longer run. Yeah, so before going to drop, there is still possibility dollar. Yeah, dollar drop. Before dollar drop, there is still possibility that the euro can visit up to 107. Okay, momentum is shifting for upside on the dollar. Dollar is losing momentum. We can see clearly that the dollar is losing momentum, but euro is not gaining. Right, so euro has to gain before dollar to go lower. In case if euro is not going to gain, then we can see some pressure on the euro, yeah, against the dollar, and the other currencies, other major currencies, going to go for correction, like New Zealand dollar, US dollar, Australian dollar, US dollar, yeah, can stay sideways at the bottom. And during this, euro can visit up to 107 or 108. So there is possibility that the euro dollar still can go down for one more drop. Okay, so on lower time frame, very much same analysis, the analysis which I have just shown you. Okay, so I can show you a slightly different analysis on the euro dollar. Okay, so similar analysis is going to be over there on the dollar index, yeah, because patterns are same almost on both pairs. Okay, so this, all right, that's the analysis you are having on the euro dollar. All right, so you are looking for correction over there at the current price. Okay, correct, slightly a deeper correction, slightly a bigger correction. You can see that on a 4-hour time frame, and that correction to break down. Okay, or lower time frame correction, that correction to go back up. All right, another one more drop like that. Okay, and then test the top or new high, then again go lower. Okay, so we're gonna focus on this analysis for next couple of weeks. All right, okay, because this is the pattern which is just developing over there. You can see that, triangle, all right, triangle or wedge, A B C D E. All right, okay, A B C D and E. All right, for more downside. Okay, for one more drop. So this one more bullish wave can appear over there within that triangle. Okay, so how you can trade? Go to your lower time frame. There you are paying attention. Correction is just trying to appear over there. Okay, let this correction to get bigger. All right, so first of all, look for this short-term trade back at the low. Okay, once you're gonna see that this is going to be a zigzag bigger ABC move or flag, then you are looking for it to continue to go higher. Okay, break below will invalidate your buy setup. Okay, so for staying for buy in for this move, price should stay above that impulsive move. Okay, so for sellers, you are looking for this, correction which is just appearing over there. Okay, so you are looking for this correction to break down this short-term trade first when market gonna open. Okay, when market gonna open, you're looking for this short-term trade. All right, if this move is going to be sharp, then stay in, watch it to break low and continue to push lower. Okay, then the pattern gonna be slightly different. All right, so currently we are having this descending trend reversal channel which broke out on bad numbers. Okay, but this might be an expanding triangle. All right, for downside. Okay, for downside. All right, so that's why the lower time frame analysis which I have just shown you in 5-minute time frame, just follow that. Okay, so this is what you need to look for buy. Okay, it's repeating the same pattern. Okay, you see there, you're having a descending trend reversal channel. You got the descending trend reversal channel. You got the correction. All right, you got the correction. You are looking for similar correction there. Okay, and then that correction to break out. Okay, and then go higher. Okay, this move, the move which is just there. Okay, so similar kind of correction required over there for this move. Yeah, Okay, so that's why the short-term trade which I have just shown you lower time frame, first of all watch that, and then this bottom. Okay, if I'm gonna go back to the previous chart, all right, so you see there you got a short move, that short move broke out, and then price corrected and then broke out aggressively. Okay, so this ABC move, you can see there zigzag is there, or flag is there, or ABC move, whatever you want to call that. Okay, so similar pattern behave, a similar pattern formed over there, right? We call that descending trend reversal channel. You got the ABC move and price broke out, or expanding triangle. All right, this you can see there. So similar correction, you are looking at the current price. Okay, first of all you're looking for the expanding triangle. Okay, this top at the current price, the expanding triangle which I have just shown you. So short term, one more drop. Okay, so you can trade even for short term on the euro dollar for this correction. All right, so go to the lower time frame, watch this flag which is just appearing over there, that flag to break down. All right, that flag to break down aggressively, put your trade there on breakout, put your stop behind that. It's up to you, you know. Okay, how much stop you want to use over there. Okay, so watch this breakout. Okay, and once you're gonna see that the price is going to form a bigger correction over there, okay, ABC move, then watch it to aggressively rise, hold that bottom. Okay, there is possibility that this correction no gonna break and slightly gonna go higher back at the top, and then gonna drop. So trade with care with on this short term trade. All right, that there is the euro dollar. There you got the dollar sheet. So let's move on to the other pairs, okay, where we are having more potential than these trades, and then we're gonna go into the other dollar pairs. Okay, so this is the dollar Mexicano. Hope you guys remember that last week I have shown you, right? Some of you guys asked last week, all right? So dollar Mexicano. So dollar Mexicano is repeating the same pattern, okay? The pattern you guys have seen previously. Okay, that trade, that wave. Okay, now you are looking for similar pattern to behave into that direction, okay? Either another corrective move, all right, there, and then again test the bottom, or just take off back at the top. Okay, price is trying to hold the bottom. Okay, it's struggling to push below 1875. All right, 1870 area. So 1870 area is good to watch. Yeah, so that that is a crucial place to watch. Okay, on a bigger time frame, if we look at the dollar Mexicano on a bigger time frame, then it's forming something like symmetrical triangle on a bigger time frame. All right, so let's go. So it's forming a symmetrical triangle. This might be a symmetrical triangle. All right, this might be a symmetrical triangle for more push up. Okay, as you guys know that you know pressure is building on the dollar. Okay, dollar was strong in 2018 2019 because Fed was raising the interest rate. Now Fed said that they cut the interest rate for insurance policy, yeah, and if they're going to resume the interest rate again in 2020, then we may see some strength, but there is still talks going on that the Fed gonna cut more one or two time in 2020, yeah. So things can change at any time. They can start raising the rate. They can start cutting the interest rate at any time. Okay, so when they're gonna cut interest rate, we may see some weaknesses on the dollar. All right, and if they're gonna start raising the interest rate, we're gonna see some strength on the dollar. All right. So for raising the interest rate, there should be some strong reasons. All right. Currently, we are having down. You know. Uh, you can say that crack world, global economy is having crack, and because of that they are central banks are cutting interest rate. So there is no sense at the moment for the Fed to raise the interest rate until things are going to get better. Okay, so this symmetrical triangle can change into another formation. All right, so this might be a daily correction. Okay, daily or weekly correction, not daily. Okay, weekly correction, which can easily break down for one more drop like that. Okay, or you can say that your ABC move or zigzag, right? And this bigger flag can appear over there, right? And then continuation for one more upside. So the longer term trend is bullish on the dollar peso, on dollar peso, right? So this one more drop can happen. So when you are buying the dollar mexicano at this area, the current price, then make sure you understand that price can break the bottom and can push lower, and we may see another move, another wave lower before price to continue to resume its bullish trend. On lower time frame, you are watching these lows, all right, and you're watching for the price to rise very, very aggressively. Okay, this is your trade for next week. Okay, this is your trade for next week. All right, and yeah, this is what you are anticipating. This is what you are looking next week, that trade. And once price gonna rise back up to 1890, then watch it to go aggressively for upside. All right, so watch it to go aggressively, correct, and go up, go more up. That's the trend line. All right, so you're watching it to break out, correct, and go all the way up to 20 or more than 20. So good pair, a good opportunity to watch. All right, so these areas you are watching price to hold. Right, these areas price held those areas couple of times, and highly likely price gonna hold that, so you're paying attention. So break below will push dollar mexicano lower. So natural gas, all right, so natural gas pushing higher, and you're simply looking for natural gas to go. This is your trade, all right, that's your trade, the trade you are watching. Similar kind of trade or wave which can push up to $3. Yeah, there is possibility that the natural gas still can push lower for one more drop up to $2. All right, so every time when you are having new low on the natural gas, you are paying attention recent low. All right, whenever price is forming recent low, you watching it too. Yeah, these are the prices you are watching. Yeah, up to natural gas to push up to 210, these areas which price is holding recent low. All right, so if price is not going to visit those areas again, and has set the trend, yeah, this is the start of the buying on the natural gas, because as you guys know that winter is on its way. Okay, then the the correction. Okay, so this same correction to complete. All right, so this same correction to form, this previous one. Okay, similar like the previous one. Okay, and put your fib lines there. All right, and watch it to retrace up to 50%. Right, so price to form another correction, retrace up to 50%, and then take off the way it has done there. All right, these areas you are watching. Okay, this is the structure we are having right now. Price can take off from the current price. All right, okay, so you are watching this ABC move or price to test the 210 or 211, 213, these areas. Okay, so the I mean the very good opportunity. Okay, all right. So the the 15-minute time frame, which I have just shown you this. Okay, if it breaks aggressively like that, aggressively, then let that to test the $2 or 210. Okay, then buy from 210 or $2. All right, so Euro Chief is also a good pair to watch. Okay, so if you remember last week we had that that kind of structure. Okay, this is our structure. Okay, price can visit these lows before going to continue to go higher. Okay, that's our structure. This is what you are looking for, another bullish wave like that. All right, another bullish wave on the euro shifter back at the top. So from current price you are looking same wave, same trade, the trade which I have shown you last week. All right, so this might be a start of the euro chief to push more lower. All right, just a second guys, let's fix this quickly. And okay, so all right, so there is possibility that the euro chief not gonna go back up. Okay, and the correction has broken down, this correction. Okay, you can see that ABC move has completed over there, and euro chief is going to push lower slowly the way it is doing. All right, all the way up to 106. Okay, 106 1065. Okay, it can push up to there before going to rise. So when you're gonna go for that trade, make sure you trade with care. Okay, we are currently anticipating that the price gonna form expanding triangle, or price gonna take off aggressively for upside. Okay, the bigger wave which I have just shown you. Right, the bigger way which I have just shown you for more upside. So how you can trade, just go to your lower time frame. Every time when price forms new low, you waiting and watching for this kind of strong aggressive move to appear over there, right? Price to bounce off. Okay, so go and form the ABC move. Okay, and then take off. Okay, so you looking for buys on the euro chief every time when euro chief is forming new low. All right, and this channel to break up aggressively for upside. All right, this channel which is just forming over there, that channel to break up and euro chief to go back up, reverse. Eurocat also going to be a good pair to watch. Last week I was telling you, right, that the Eurocat was a good pair to watch. So our longer term, prediction on the Eurocat is the bullish. Okay, go back to that top. So the bearish wave which we had from the top, which we were looking for on the Eurocat, that wave is on its way. All right, currently still that wave is happening. Now it's time to look for this to go higher. So analysis is very much same like last week. Yeah, so you should be into the trade already. Price went up to 144 and tested those, I mean, those lows couple of times and then bounced off. All right, so hopefully you are already into that trade. If not into that trade, then still there are plenty of you know time to watch price at the lows for Eurocat to bounce off. All right, and this trend to break out. Okay, the trend you guys are having, the bearish trend. All right, that bearish trend to break out aggressively for upside. Okay, so price already formed the ABC move. Now we are looking it to continue to go higher. We are already longer net from the lows and looking for Eurocat to continue to go higher. Okay, so yeah, price still can visit that bottom, or still there is possibility that the price can form new, I mean, can test the previous low, but whenever price is going to form the new low or testing these previous low. Last week I spent some time on the euro can and explained to you, how to go long on it. Hopefully you understand that, all right? Yeah, so last week we spent some time on it, and that's the trade, the trade you are looking on the euro cat. Let's go to the lower time frame and let's look at the euro cat at the lows. Okay, so price has already completed your ABC move and bounced off. Okay, so you're looking for a similar kind of correction there. Okay, the, at close to, let's go to the 15-minute time frame. All right, so you're looking for EuroCAD to pull back. Yeah, short-term sales still possible because the trend short-term, very short-term, because your price is still at the lows. Okay, so go down, correct, test the bottom, and then go higher. So ABC move, zigzag, or test the lows, retrace 100% back to the bottom. All right, that's the EuroCAD. And Aussie New Zealand dollar. Okay, so Aussie New Zealand dollar broke the bottom and went higher again same price. Okay, so the bigger time frame is same like last week. All right, that's what we are having on the bigger time frame. And on a current time frame, price is forming, you know some good price section at the lows, and this is the wave you are looking for, all right, for longer term. Let's go to the lower time frame. Let's look at the lower time frame, and there is possibility that the Aussie New Zealand dollar still can test the lows. All right, this one more drop which you can see there, okay, it still can push lower for that one more drop. All right, so last week we were looking for buy at these areas. If I was showing you, reverse, asking you to pay attention at that area for reversal. Okay, so price broke and then reverse very very aggressively. So you should be into the trade from the lows. Okay, if not into the trade from the lows, all right, then the there is possibility that the price still can visit the lows. All right, so it's not so aggressive for upside, but it's trying to form bottom. It's trying to form bottom for longer term reversal. All right, so still you can trade for short term for one more drop, but trade with care at the bottom. Okay, we still can see that one more drop. Analysis is very much same like last week, all right? So this one more drop still can happen. So every time when you see that the price is forming low, new low, all right, you're looking for it to rise very very aggressively. Okay, so price already bounced up from the bottom. You're looking for it to complete, yeah, this impulsive wave, correct, and then you are expecting the buys over there. Okay, you need to see sharp breakout before you start looking for buy for more upside. The reason is that, why are you waiting for that to happen before you're gonna start looking for reversal? Because price is still within the previous trend, okay, and the strength is not there. It still can test the bottom, or can form, another way within that channel before going to continue to go up for longer term. Okay, so if you're gonna start buying at the current price, you can get trapped over there. All right, okay, so there is one, I mean, yeah, if you are smart enough, then you can you can watch these 15-minute time frame corrections which are appearing over there. All right, okay, these 15-minute correction for upside. So if you cannot read those 15-minute corrections, then let the price test the bottom, all right, and then reverse. So this is also going to be a good opportunity for longer run. Okay, so dollar yen. Dollar yen was excellent last week. A quick trade, quick and perfect trade. So let's look at the dollar yen. Okay, and this is how you should trade. Okay, this is how you should trade. All right. I mean, this is not easy way to trade for some traders. Okay, some traders they cannot trade that way. This is really hard. All right, this is really hard to read price action on lower time frame and use stop loss with 30 pip. Okay, so some traders they cannot read price action on lower time frame. They cannot get into the market, yeah, with the 30-40 pip stop loss, right? For and return 1 to 7, right? What they do, they go for 1 to 2. Okay, so their return gonna be 1 to 2 time. All right, so there you are having 230 pips, so their stop gonna be something like, you can see that 100 pip stop somewhere there. Okay, stop there, this is the stop and that's the return. 2 time returns and 1 time stop, so 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. Okay, so this is also good. All right, you can trade that way as well, but you know when you are looking for 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, means that you know even you can, I mean, you have to wait, but you can do that on lower time frame as well, right? You can do that. You can look for 1 to 2 risk reward ratio on lower time frame as well. But the lower the time frame, the higher the volatility gonna be. Yeah, the bigger the time frame, the less the volatility you're gonna have on the price. Okay, the bigger the time frame, the more reliable your chart gonna be. The lower the time frame, the less reliable your chart gonna be. All right, but what I'm trying to explain here, I'm trying to explain that go for something like that kind of return. Okay, choose those pairs where you can get something like 1 to 5, 1 to 5, 1 to 6, all right, 1 to 10. All right, now price is almost hitting the target. No, yeah, no, you are having those who have taken that trade. Last week I was asking you to watch this you know you know if you have taken that trade, okay, you should be profitable on it with if not 1 to 7, then at least 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. Okay, now you are having 7, you are having 7 chances to trade. All right, I mean, you can take a risk on 7, you can take a risk 7 times, yes, and highly likely you're going to be successful 1 or 2 times. Okay, if not 7 times, then highly likely you're going to be successful what 1 or 2 times. Yeah, if you are successful 1 or 2 times, perfect, you're doing excellent job. Okay, you're going to grow your account quickly. But again, I'm saying this is not easy. Okay, trading for 1 to 7, for 1 to 10, or 1 to 20. Okay, the pair has the potential to go that much far away, 1 to 14. But again, you need skills to read the price action on lower time frame. Yeah, need skills. Okay, now let's look at the bigger time frame, right? So it bounced up very aggressively from the bottom, and we are having some stability in the market. All right, some peace. Yeah, so we are not having war, peace, and next week we may have first phase deal. Yeah, if so, then equity is gonna keep pushing higher, yen can get weaker, and dollar can keep pushing higher. Yeah, if let's say if uncertainty is going to get back, all right, possibility exists. You don't know. Donald Trump, right, he's very he's unpredictable. He can again come onto he is on Twitter all the time. He can come on the Twitter again, he can tweet, yeah, which can create volatility. Yeah, let's see if he's going to say that they're not going to sign the first phase deal on 15th of January. Yes, this is a I mean, bad news for the market. Yeah, a market can drop very, very aggressively. Then you're gonna see shop sell on the dollar yen. All right, dollar yen gonna go lower. So dollar yen is at a crucial area. Is at a place where we can see one more drop. Okay, it can go down. Either we're gonna get a breakout on the dollar yen for more upside, or we're gonna have another move down back at the bottom. Okay, so last time you traded that move, yeah, you traded that move, right? You traded that move. So we still can see that one more drop before going to continue to go higher. Okay, how you can trade? Similar way, the way you have traded previously. Okay, price is struggling to break the top. Okay, you need a correction. All right, correction to form, and then that correction to break down aggressively. Okay, you can get into the breakout. Yeah, you can put your stop behind that, and you can look for this to continue to go lower. Okay, if I'm gonna go to the to the last week chart. All right, so there we were last week. We had the gap, we had the correction, and price reversed. Okay, so price opened with gap and then reversed. Okay, we had the gap if you guys remember. Yep. So this is what you are expecting on the current price, from the top, and then correction, and then that correction. Correction is just trying to appear over there. All right, let this to get bigger. All right, and then it to break down aggressively. Put your stop behind that and let the price continue to go lower. Okay, make sure you understand that the price can break up. Okay, all right, so watch it to that correction to appear and retrace 100% on 50-minute time frame. Put your stop behind that. Once you get into the trade, put your stop behind that, and this is the move you are looking for. Okay, when you're gonna go for sell, okay, this is gonna be a counter trend trade. Okay, this trade is a counter trend trade. This is not a trending trade, right? This is a counter trend trade. Maybe some of you guys are gonna say that he's crazy. Why he's saying that? Why this is a counter trend trade? Why this is not a trending trade? We are having very strong trend. Yeah, this is a strong trend, strong trend. Why he's saying that this is a counter trend trade? Why he's not saying that this is a trending trade? The reason is that central banks are trying to overcome to the you know cracks which we are having to the economy. Yeah, they are easing. Yeah, they are they are trying to overcome the cracks which we are having. Okay, so if they will you know keep intervening in the market, then this is where price should go. Okay, and that trend started from there. Okay, this is the trend which we are having. Okay, that's why this trade is against the trend. That's the trend. Okay, if you remember the old chart, okay, the chart which is just there. Okay, this is where price is going. Okay, and we can see break up there. Okay, and price can push up to this or these areas. All right, we can see that move, this move. Okay, so make sure, guys, you watch the price action before we jump into the trade. Okay, good luck. Yeah, buying is not there at the moment on the dollar yen from the current price. All right. Okay, we will let this to break out another correction, and then we'll see how far that correction goes, and what kind of that correction going to be before buying. Yeah, so you should look for buying from these lows. Okay, if you're having already holding your buy from the bottom, watch the top. If break up, hold it for more upside. Dollar sheaf. So dollar chief, same analysis like last week. All right, price is holding the bottom, trying to push higher. Last week we were looking for correction. Let's look at the bigger time frame. As I said that dollar is losing its momentum, all right, and we may see that bigger correction for more downside up to this bottom. Okay, let's go to the lower time frame. Hopefully you're already long on it from the bottom. Last week I was asking you to watch that. Let's remove that trend line. Okay, as I told you last week, this might be a correction, okay, for more downside on the dollar chief. ABC move and dollar chief can correct and can continue to go lower for more downside. So what you are looking for next week, guys, same analysis, very much same analysis like last week. Okay, so short term, one more drop back at this bottom, and once price gonna test this bottom or low, you're looking for it to go higher. Okay, so short term sell on the dollar sheet back at the bottom and then buying again from the low. Okay, so dollar CAD also pushed higher from the bottom. All right, so chart you can have that on the Telegram. All right, this is what we were anticipating on the dollar CAD. That's dollar CAD. That's what dollar CAD is doing, bouncing off. All right, so bigger time frame. Either give us another move. All right, currently we are looking for a buy. Okay, give us another move back at the top and then go lower, or give us another wave short-term buying within within that sideways market or expanding triangle, and then go lower. Let me finish the analysis, okay? And once we're gonna have enough time at the end, we're gonna talk about your questions, okay? So if I'm gonna start talking about your questions, then hardly we're gonna finish this within 3 hours. So let me finish this, and then we're gonna talk about your question. Okay, so there you got the dollar CAD bigger time frame analysis. You understand, hopefully. Okay, and this ABC move, which is just appearing over there, that correction, yes, it goes slightly lower. Don't break that trend. Hold this bottom and continue for more upside. Okay, if you understand, great. If you don't understand, hopefully you remember these old charts. Okay, when we were looking for buy there. Okay, you can get these charts from the Telegram on the dollar CAD. Okay, go there in the history, check the dollar CAD charts. Dollar CAD charts are there. How we traded last time on the dollar CAD from, you know, from that correction. So similar way you are looking at the current price on the dollar CAD. Let me quickly get that dollar CAD chart if we had, just for your understanding, all right? So it's forming similar kind of correction. All right, so the dollar CAD is forming similar correction. Should be way behind. There you got, right? There you got. There you got. Yeah, that was the trade. That was the wave we were looking for at that time. Okay, from on dollar CAD from the bottom. Yeah, and when price started to reverse, that's what we were looking for. All right, correction and that correction to take, and price completed that move back at the top. Okay, yeah, this chart you have seen, then that correction, then price completed that move at the top, and then we started to sell the dollar CAD from the top. All right, these charts, hopefully you remember that. So similar way, go to the current price. Yeah, this correction can get deeper. Okay, the reason data was bad on the Friday, and currently we're having some stronger sell on the CAD, yeah, dollar CAD. Okay, this can slightly get deeper. All right, it can get deeper. up to 786 of this impulsive move, all right? And then you are looking for that to continue to go higher. Let's see, guys, if it is not going to take off, yeah, this correction is not going to take off and price is going to test that bottom again up to 2960. You're still looking for the bigger time frame to hold and in dollar CAD to continue to go higher. Yeah, this trade, the sell is tradable, okay, on the dollar CAD. It is tradable for short term to the downside, but when you are selling the dollar CAD, make sure you sell with care, okay? Price is already breaking the correction, this ABC move, and trying to push lower, all right? So you can trade, you can put your stop behind that, but trade with care for the downside, okay? Because price is, trying to push higher for reversal. So if you're selling the dollar CAD, make sure you sell with care, okay? So break above this top, okay, will invalidate your sell setup, okay? As long as price stay below this top, your short-term sell setup gonna work, all right? Break above that will invalidate your sell setup. Yeah, sell setup price can go, you know, back at the bottom again before going to continue to go higher, right? This might be a correction. We don't think so that this is a correction, all right? Last week I was asking you to pay attention there for buy, if you remember. If you remember, last week we were paying attention there for buy. Okay, this pattern we were talking about. Okay, there, this pattern I was talking about. So price held that nicely and went higher. So it still can visit those areas, 129.60. Okay, we don't think so that the price gonna visit 129.60 again, but if so, it's tradable for short term and again gonna be a buy opportunity from the lows. Okay, this is the move you are anticipating, all right? Buy. Good luck. Trade with care. Okay, that's your dollar CAD. Okay, Kiwi dollar, US dollar went lower. We are still within the correction. Bigger time frame, you all remember that where price is going. Hopefully you all remember. Okay, dollar to drop and price to go higher. Okay, where the arrows are showing. Let's straight away go to the lower time frame. Okay, we still can see one more drop up to the trend line. Okay, that's our structure. Yeah, that's our structure and price, you know, can form the ABC move before going to continue to go higher. Okay, so what you are looking for next week, you are looking for this expanding triangle to form, hold that top, and price to continue to go lower. Okay, so this is tradable for short-term buy. Okay, these short-term flag, right? So this hold and drop, ABC move, this ABC move. Test the trend line or the trend, and then continue to go higher. Okay, last week we were talking about the ABC move and then go lower, or zigzag to form and price to drop, if you remember. Okay, we are still within that. Okay, this ABC move. Yeah, price to give us that one more drop and then start rising after having that bigger daily correction. If you're, yeah, we are longer term bullish on the Kiwi against the dollar. Okay, but we want to see a slightly a bigger correction. Yeah, this might be a correction, okay, for more upside, and maybe we're not gonna get that, C wave there up to the trend line and price gonna start pushing higher, right? There is possibility, as I told you, that the dollar index, you know, may have set the longer term drop. Okay, so there is possibility that the the Kiwi, you know, is going for the next leg. Okay, then what you should do, you have to keep eyes on the lower time frame for buys. Okay, these 15-minute corrections. Okay, these 15-minute corrections for buy. We are not anticipating breakout of that. I mean this lag, all right? We are not anticipating at the moment. We are anticipating, a bigger correction, expanding triangle, right? Or flat formation, one more drop, okay? And that drop to come up to the trend line or all the way back at the lows. Back at the lows is less likely, okay? Back at the 62 is less likely. Okay, so bigger time frame analysis is very much same like last week. Okay, weekly time frame chart, longer term reversal, right? And last week we have seen, one more drop. We haven't seen, bigger correction, but still price is in a short-term downtrend. Okay, so this expanding triangle or test these lows before going to reverse for longer term. Okay, this trade you are expecting for next week. So when you are selling this $1 trillion, make sure you understand that you are selling this $1 trillion at the bottom, guys. Okay, because stability will push Australian dollar for longer term reversal. Okay, make sure you keep one thing in your mind, that any sells you are taking on the Australian dollar, you are selling at the lows. Okay, you are selling the Australian dollar at the bottom. Okay, and once we're gonna have a reversal, price gonna reverse aggressively for upside. Okay, this is where price gonna go for longer run. Yeah, any trade you're gonna take at the sell on the Australian dollar, make sure you understand that all those trades for short term. Okay, and when price, every time when price coming close to the bottom or forming new low, you're looking for longer term reversal, which is gonna have more potential in longer run. Okay, so you are not the only one who's looking for longer term reversal. Okay, everyone is looking for longer term reversal because this is the currency which is gonna give more potential, right? Okay, let me talk in a different way. So Kiwi dollar almost reverse from the bottom. Okay, almost. If we're gonna look at the if we're gonna look at the percentage wise, yeah, it has reversed 9% from the bottom. Okay, if we're gonna look at the pound, okay, it has reversed almost 13% from the bottom. All right, and if we're gonna look at the Australian dollar, yeah, it has hardly reversed, yeah, just 5%. Okay, 5%. And any pullback back at the low gonna be a longer term buy opportunity on it. All right, and people are looking at the Australian dollar for longer term reversal. Okay, so short term still sell. Okay, this expanding triangle, how you can trade, will let you know. Okay, yeah, so this one more drop. Okay, so correction there and this trade. Okay, and watch it how far that trade goes. You're expecting expanding triangle. Okay, this expanding triangle, the bigger one. Okay, why we are still short-term bearish on the Australian dollar? The reason is very much simple. Okay, because Reserve Bank of Australia is dovish. Okay, they are looking to cut the interest rate. They are looking to to ease. All right, they are looking to ease. So as long as they are dovish, you should not expect the Australian dollar to rise. Okay, right after that, we're going to see strength on the Australian dollar. Okay, once they're going to cut the interest rate, once they're going to finish their easing, we're going to see strength on the Australian dollar. Okay, and the other reason which we are having at the moment is the dollar which is losing its ground. All right, that's why Australian dollar is slightly pushing higher. Okay, but Australian dollar is not gaining the way other currencies are gaining. Okay, so go to the 15-minute time frame, watch lower time frame correction. Okay, there 15-minute correction, similar like that, and this trade, put your stop behind that. Okay, and from bottom, watch it either breaking, going for the bigger expanding triangle, or going higher. All right, so pound dollar, simple same analysis like last week. ABC move. Let's look at the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame is same, hasn't changed. Okay, double bottom made. Okay, we had the double bottom on the pound dollar and we are reversing for longer term. Okay, and crucial month, we may have Brexit in January. Yeah, at 31st of January. Okay, highly likely we're gonna have Brexit at 31st of January, no delay. All right, and pound still can go lower back at the bottom before going to continue to go higher. Okay, this move Same move back at this bottom or these lows, okay, or this ABC move which I have just shown you last week, okay, and then continuation for longer term for upside. So pound pairs are volatile, okay, we are having volatility. Yeah, pattern is becoming more clear on the pound pairs day by day. So you're looking for, yeah, short. When you are selling the pound, make sure you're selling pound with care. All right, okay, this is what we are having right now, right? So this ABC move to get bigger, okay, this ABC move to get bigger all the way back at this bottom, right? This ABC move back at this bottom or new low and then go higher. So this, trade short, short themselves for downside, okay, short themselves. Let's go to the lower time frame. Trade with care on the pound pair, guys. Pound pairs are still volatile, and we may have volatility again at the end of this month. All right, so break down and continue to go lower aggressively, sharply like that. Okay, corrective sell, then stay away for the short. Okay, we are longer term bullish on the pound. Right, we are bullish, so we there is possibility that we're not gonna have this move. Okay, the move which I'm showing you, maybe we're not gonna get that move, and pound gonna take off very very aggressively from. All right, this is our structure, right? Either one more drop, give us one more drop, test the bottom and then take off, or break out. Yeah, so trade with care on the pound pairs. Yeah, so it can go up to 160, 150 in longer run, those areas, once this Brexit uncertainty gonna be over. All right, 145 gonna be the first target in longer run, and all right, so pound to go there. Okay, this is the longer term target, 150. Okay, finish, retest 100% retracement. Okay, so pound chief and euro pound. Okay, so price is not doing anything since last 2 weeks. All right, price is not doing anything since last 2 weeks and trying to hold the bottom. Okay, so the reason to show you this weekly chart is that we still can visit that low. All right, this previous low, price still can visit that low, although we are not looking for price to go this way. All right, but possibility exists over there. Yeah, what kind of relationships UK and EU gonna have after Brexit? Okay, if bad, then pound can visit the low. If good relations, pound gonna keep pushing higher. All right, so we are expecting that the pound, all right, gonna hold that bottom, and we're gonna have that one more up leg, bullish leg. All right, so here one thing you need to understand, all right, and that is we are bullish on the both pairs at the same time. Okay, we are bullish on the pound chief, we are bullish on the euro pound. Yep, so one of them gonna rise, both not gonna rise at the same time. All right, we are bullish on the euro pound and we are bullish on the pound chief. Okay, so either euro pound gonna break out the daily flag, yeah, either the pound chief gonna break out the expanding triangle for upside. Okay, so why we are bullish on the euro pound? In case if again we are having uncertainty, yeah, between the UK and Europe, all right, then the euro pound gonna break up, and that's gonna be the good trade to take rather than taking the buy on the pound chief. All right, rather than taking this buy, then the euro pound gonna be the trade to take off for upside. Okay, if we are not going to have uncertainty again between the UK and EU, then this pair gonna break up aggressively for upside. Okay, we're gonna have buy here, then euro pound gonna visit previous low or maybe new low on the euro pound. All right, okay, so we are bullish on both pairs. we are having potential on both pairs. Okay, if troubles are going to happen again between EU and UK, then the euro pound buy gonna be over there. Okay, best opportunity to go long, right? Okay, we then they're gonna be short. Okay, and they're gonna be short. So pattern and structure is telling us that anything can happen, right? Or you can say that a kind of I'm making neutral analysis on both pairs. Okay, but there are gonna be opportunity, right, on both pairs, so you should not miss that opportunity. Either the buy is coming here or the buy is coming on the euro pound. Okay, we'll tell you how to trade. Okay, this is what we are anticipating euro pound chief to hold. Okay, if pound chief currently pound chief is struggling at the previous low. Okay, trying to hold that bottom. All right, trying to hold that bottom. So break below that bottom, boom, next move, next wave. Okay, then price gonna visit low. Yeah, currently this is a correction. All right, so this is a correction, and at the moment it's a correction for one drop. So that correction has to change for this wave to come. This correction has to change for buy to come, right? And good news to come out from you know Brexit side. So there you guys are watching. Told you last week you should be into the trade from the low. You should have some profit on it, or if you haven't profit on it, you you may have small, break even trade. Okay, you're paying attention these lows. Okay, price to hold. Price came close to these areas couple of time and went higher. Okay, that was the short term, a bounce off from the bottom on the pound chief. Okay, so again you're paying attention at these prices. Okay, 126.60, 126.80, these areas. Every time when price coming close to these lows, you watching it to bounce off. Entry, stop, and looking for this to go above these areas. Okay, the correction which is just happening. All right, if not going above these areas, not breaking aggressively for upside, yeah, small profit. Okay, take that small profit or let the price stop you out on break even. Okay, so break below, yeah, break below will give you a next leg. Break 126.60 or 126 means that the next bearish wave is going to happen. For the sell side, you shouldn't be a seller at these areas. Okay, you shouldn't be a seller at 26.60. Every time when price is coming close to these tops, okay, 28.40, then you are paying attention for price to hold those areas, and then you are looking for this to continue to go lower. Okay, if I'm going to change my chart slightly, then this is what you are anticipating. Sellers, okay? Okay, so you're paying attention price to come there, and then you're looking for this to go lower. Okay, we are not bearish. As I told you, we are bullish on both pairs, on the euro pound and pound chief. Okay, so at least price needs to complete ABC move there, and then you're looking at this to continue to go lower. Rather than selling at these areas, you can sell, but risk is there. You can get stopped out a couple of times before you're gonna get the trade for the downside. Okay, we are anticipating strong rise, similar kind of strong rise like last time. Okay, if you're gonna have that strong rise, then the next bullish move is gonna be over there. Okay, and it has a huge potential to to go far away. Not just this. Okay, both. Again, I'm telling you, we are bullish on the both pairs. Normally, we have bullish and bearish view on pound chief and euro pound. Okay, we can't be bullish and bearish at the same time. I mean bearish on both pairs and bullish on both pairs at the same time. Okay, if you're gonna sell both pairs at the same time, you're gonna buy both pairs at the same time, you're gonna have loss on one. Okay, if I'm gonna show you this weekly chart, Okay, look at that. Okay, price went higher. Okay, pound went higher against the chief. If I'm going to show you the euro pound weekly chart, okay, price went lower. Yeah. Okay, so maybe some of you guys are going to say that it's pound. Pound is gaining and losing its value. All right. So they're both pairs are correlated. Euro pound and pound chief, both pairs are correlated. All right. So euro chief, when we see strength on the euro, we see strength on the chief. Okay. When we see strength on the chief, we see strength on the euro as well. Okay. So um, yeah. So both pairs are going to follow the lower time frame analysis, which I have just shown you. Okay. So we are bullish here. Okay, because yeah one of them gonna give a good return. Okay, either the euro pound gonna give us a good return. Yeah, yeah, definitely, if euro pound gonna go higher, then pound shift gonna go lower, gonna test the lows, then we're gonna trade on the, you know I mean, yeah. So this is what I'm telling you technically. All right, but this is gonna happen because of the fundamentals. All right, fundamentals gonna tell us that which way pound gonna go. Yeah, so we have to look at the fundamentals. Not technical is telling us that pound is setting up for strength on some pairs and setting up for weaknesses on some pairs. Yeah, or in other words, we can say that you know neutral. Right, market is neutral for pound pairs at the moment. Market is waiting for you know good news, or on some pairs good news and on some pairs bad news. All right, again, what kind of good news we can have if Brexit process goes through smoothly. All right, and the future relations going to be okay with the EU, then pound going to get strong. Yeah, we're going to have Brexit on 31st of January. Yeah, and EU going to say that let's give access to the UK for the single market. All right, and no problem for the UK at all. Boom, pound going to get strong. Yeah, if UK gonna say that, let's say EU gonna say that, let's get rid of from this Brexit at 31st of January, and let's talk for the future relationships. Okay, and we're not gonna give easily access. I mean, easy access to UK. Yeah, then there are gonna be problem for the pound pairs. Yeah, so fundamentals gonna tell us that which way price gonna go. All right, so let's look at the lower time frame on the euro pound. Okay, so bigger time frame I have just shown you. We are looking for one more up move. That's the chart which we had last week. Okay, correction is just appearing. One more drop last week. Okay, this one more drop. Okay, we were expecting slightly deeper, so we did not have that deeper pullback. Okay, so you're watching these lows on the euro pound to hold, okay, or this ABC move. Okay, and then breakout. All right, breakout for upside. All right, okay. So if prices, if we are going to have a sharp sell like that, okay, and price is going to test the low or new low, then you go for buy on the pound shave. Okay, so here we are anticipating euro pound to break up. Okay, this correction to break up. Okay, and you're looking for these areas where you can see my alarm is sitting. All right, you're looking for euro pound to hold those areas for upside. All right, there you can see the bigger time frame. Yeah. So in another, if I'm gonna analyze this chart slightly differently, those guys who use, fib lines, okay, you're paying attention on the 50% retracement, right, or 618, these areas, euro pound to hold. Pound CAD, okay, so we are bullish on the pound CAD. Okay, weekly time frame chart, you guys, hopefully you remember. So we had the sells on the pound CAD after the election, all right? This is where price should go. Analysis is same like the pound chief, okay? Again, guys, it's fundamentals which gonna move the market. Okay, we are longer term bullish on the pound. All right. Okay, so we can have this. Okay, this is our structure. All right, this is our structure. Okay, one more drop still can happen on the pound. Okay, this one more drop still can happen. One more bearish wave still can come on the pound cat. We are not anticipating at the moment one more drop on the pound cat, but possibility exists over there. All right. Okay, so we are more bullish on the pound cat, and pound cat to reverse to rise aggressively for upside. Okay, you're paying attention at those areas, and that's the wave you are looking for buy on the pound cat. Okay, from the lows, from the from these lows. Okay, you're paying attention. Okay, this correction to hold, and this is your short to medium term target. If I'm going to go to the lower time frame, okay, you see that on some pairs I'm having bearish view. On some pound pairs I'm having bearish view, and on some pairs I'm having bullish view. Right, the reason is the potential. Okay, the reason is the potential. On some pound pairs we're gonna have very good potential, all right, and on some pairs we're gonna have less potential. The reason is the other currencies. Okay, other currencies, you know I mean, there are one currency gonna get stronger, and I mean, if both currencies gonna get stronger at the same time, all right, so your potential is gonna be smaller. Okay, if one currency gonna get stronger and the other currency gonna get weaker at the same time, you're gonna have big difference. Okay, more potential, more, you can say that more, you know rise and fall in the price. Okay, so you looking I have shown you dollar cat to go higher. Okay, if dollar cat is already looking to get strong. Okay, all right, if dollar cat will keep getting strong, yeah, means that cat gonna get weaker. All right, and strength of the pound will push this pair for upside. So you're looking for bottom at these areas, 786 or 886. All right, and pound cat to hold and continue to go higher. This is a correction, and that correction to push higher. Pound Australian dollar went higher last week and currently turning into a correction. Okay, so analysis is very much same like last week, right? On the bigger time frame. Okay, this is the bigger weekly flag which we are having, and we are short to medium term bullish on it. All right, short to medium term bullish. This might be a start for the drop. All right, let's go there. Two day time frame chart. Let's look at this. Okay, this is what we are anticipating. Okay, and price is pushing lower. Okay, but on lower time frame we are having slightly a different analysis. Right, okay, last week we were looking at the lower time frame. Let's go to further lower. Okay, so next week you are looking this to take off. Okay, this move. Okay, last week this wave. All right, last week we were talking about that wave, if you remember. The next week you're looking price to take off. All right, okay, take off aggressively and go higher, test that top. Okay, if not rising aggressively, correcting there. All right, slightly bigger correction, then drop. Okay, we are not anticipating that drop. A possibility exists over there. Okay, how you can trade? Go to your 30-minute time frame or lower time frame, and you are watching these retracement areas for price to hold. Okay, 618 or 786. 618, 618 or 786. Yeah, price is trying to hold. Last week that was the wave, all right? And next week you're looking for that wave. Yeah, if turn into a correction the way I have just shown you, then one more drop. Okay, there. All right, there you need a correction before you start selling for this move. Yeah, so let's stay bullish for next week. So sound is okay. Hopefully sound is good, guys. Now sound is good. So pound Australian dollar, yeah, pound yen, pound yen. Same analysis like other pound pairs. Okay, weekly time frame chart bullish. Right, and on there we are having a slightly bigger correction which is in play, right, which is in making. Okay, this move. Okay, correction hasn't finished yet. ABC move. You guys know that last week I have shown you the ABC move chart. All right, so we still can see one more drop. All right, this one more drop, this. Okay, back at that bottom and then continue to go higher, or maybe we're gonna have breakout. Yeah, breakout and strength for upside. How you can trade? Okay, that's the question. So let's go to the lower time frame. Watch, correction there, and once price get back the lows, start looking for buy. Okay, correction there. Right, this correction to appear and this short-term trade. Okay, like that. Okay, back to that bottom, and once price gonna test this area 141, watch it to hold and continue to go higher. Okay, put your stop behind that, trade this move back at the bottom and start looking for buy at the lows. Once price gonna give you some price action at the lows. All right, so if I'm gonna put some risk reward ratio on it, there you're paying attention on lower time frame. Okay, you're looking at this short-term trade. Make sure trade with care. Okay, and once price gonna test that bottom, watch it. If breaking lower, extend your target up to this bottom, and once price gonna complete that wave, gonna test the trend, then start looking for buy. Okay, if I'm gonna go to the lower time frame, price already broken the correction. All right, price already broken that correction. Okay, so watch correction there, which is just trying to appear over there. Okay, watch that to break lower or price to test, hold that top, right? Hold that top, go hold that top and drop. And just put your stop behind that once you're gonna take that trade. Okay, this one more drop to come and the pound yen to test the bottom. Again, make sure you trade with care, all right? Maybe, as I told you, that maybe we're not gonna get that move, all right? Maybe we're not gonna get that move, and pound yen has completed this ABC there and trying to continue to go higher. Okay, or contracting triangle, you can say that contracting triangle, all right? This contracting triangle, all right? This contracting triangle and completed that bearish correction there, and now trying to continue to go higher. So trade with care, all right, and stay bullish every time when price come close to the lows from bottom, test the bottom. Euro yen. Okay, so euro yen is lost somewhere within the sideways. Yeah. Okay, so the bigger time frame correction, weekly correction is happening, which we were talking about way before, if you guys remember. Yeah, the weekly correction is in making, this weekly correction. At some point, this weekly correction gonna break and we're gonna have drop. All right. So central banks are trying to fix the cracks. They're really struggling. Central banks are really struggling. Every time when central banks, do something, Donald Trump come and he create uncertainty into the market. And then again, people start to look at the central banks, do something for them so that they can, get rid of from, uncertain environment. Yeah, just look at that. This is what's happening. Yeah, last week again pressure was building on the Fed and other central banks. Just look at that what Mark Carney was saying last week. He's saying that central banks are not doing what they want, what they should do to to get away from next downturn or next recession. Yeah, every time when central banks do something, Donald Trump come and create uncertainty in the market. And because of that uncertainty, we see, you know, people move on to the safe havens. Yeah, all right. They move their money in the safe havens. Yeah. So again, pressure comes onto the interest rate. Yeah. So Donald Trump needs to understand. He needs to understand. Yeah. Otherwise, 2020 gonna be worse. So for predictions are good for the 2020. Yeah. Predictions are good that the 2020 gonna be good. We're gonna have some, you know, we're not gonna have recession in 2020. Yeah, but the way Donald Trump is doing, if he will keep doing that, last week, as you guys know, that world was on the edge of war. Yeah, if US, let's say if US has the, you know, if US has the, casualties last week, yeah, then definitely there are going to be pressure on the US to retaliate against the Iran. If US retaliate, Iran retaliate, yeah. So we were on the edge of the war last week. Yeah. So it's good that US did not retaliate last week. Good. And you cannot predict what Donald Trump gonna do next, right? So let's move on. Yeah, every time when central banks do something, Donald Trump comes and create uncertainty into the market. So euro yen, okay, euro yen is pushing slowly for upside. Yeah, it can keep pushing slowly back at the top, okay, and from that top you're looking for this to drop. All right, let me go back to the bigger time frame. Currently it is forming a correction, okay, ABC move which can push higher, okay, which can slightly go beyond that top. We are not anticipating that move, okay, but if so, we are going to have that. Yeah. So we may see gap in the market. When market gonna open, we may see gap. Yeah, they hit the rocket hit the Iraqi base today, so we may see gap. When market gonna open, we may see gap. All right. So yeah, this one more move, small push up can happen. New high we can see within that, bigger weekly correction. But if this is going to happen, so the opportunity you should look for is the big drop. All right, the opportunity you should, every time when euro yen is testing these highs or forming new highs. Okay, the move you should not miss is the bearish one. Okay, not the bullish. Bullish is not the wave, all right? Bullish is not the wave, okay? They're gonna be, again, we're gonna have problem, okay? At some point, we're gonna have problem, guys, in the world. Yeah, and those problems gonna drive the safe haven, gonna drive the yen, okay? The move you are having, this move, okay? This wave has been created by the central banks. They were trying to fix things, yeah, but when market force is gonna come, yeah, central bank's gonna struggle against those forces, all right, and we're gonna have that. So this move gonna be over there, okay. Equities has to go into correction, okay. Equities cannot keep pushing higher the way they are doing right now, so we're gonna have correction at some points, and they're gonna be pressure again on the, measures, and safe haven's gonna get strong, right? So the move for gonna be the bearish, okay, so something like that wave. Let's go to the to the whole chart. So so this is what you should do every time when you're having, new highs on the yen pairs. You're looking for them to go lower. Okay, so that kind of wave gonna be over there at some point on the yen pairs. That was a big, by the way. So go to the previous top and then drop. Okay, the way price is pushing lower, slowly keep pushing higher. Okay, and then drop. Okay, so they, again guys, the way price is behaving this area, it looks like that hardly price gonna go hardly price gonna test the top, right? So let me show you in a different way. So we are, preparing for both ways on the euro yen. Okay, we are waiting for it to test the top. Yeah, and if it is not going to test the top, then what it needs to do, it needs to do this. Okay, to do that, correct, and go lower. Okay, aggressive sell, get into the trade, put your stop behind that, correct, sell more. Yeah, watch correction, sell more all the way back at the bottom. Okay, watch how far this move goes. Okay, yeah, this is what I have just shown you, right? So last, you know, last time you were having, manipulation there. There was manipulation on 30th of December, and after that manipulation price went lower. Okay, so similar kind of manipulation can happen over there over the week, today when market gonna open. But as I'm saying, okay, this sharp sell, yeah, this sharp sell, if that sharp sell is coming like that, okay, that sharp sell is coming, you getting into the trade, you waiting for the correction, you selling more, you waiting for the correction, you selling more. Okay, all the way back at the bottom. And once price gonna get back that bottom, watch it, watch it. If holding, okay, if holding, then take off your profit. Okay, if holding, then take off your profit. Yeah, if breaking, boom, go all the way. So actually you are trying to counter the yen pairs. Okay, okay, you are trying to, I mean, when I say yen pairs, you are trying to counter the yen pairs. I'm saying that every time when yen is getting weaker, forming new highs, you're looking to buy yen. Okay, you're looking to buy yen. All right, so you're looking to buy yen. Dollar yen, that's what I have shown you. Yeah, so slightly a different view on the pound yen. Okay, but euro yen, CAD yen, Aussie yen, Kiwi yen, that's what you are looking. Okay, CAD yen, same analysis like last week, right? So price to stay within the sideways market for a while. Okay, this ABC move. So stay, get down. Okay, it is in a correction at this area, expanding triangle, which can push price back at the top. Okay, back at the top. If so, you're looking it to go down. So on lower time frame, right now you are watching some stronger sells to come. All right, so your short-term trade gonna be this. Okay, so you're looking for price action, same trade like last week. All right, so if you're having short already, all right, so price came, by the way. Okay, so price came and went lower. It's a correction for upside. All right, we are still going into the buy. All right, so let's go to the old chart first. Let's look at this chart first. We are still going into the buy. Okay, buy means price still in the bullish wave. Okay, and that bullish wave can complete all the way back at the previous high, where our pattern gonna complete this high. Okay, it can push higher. Again, you are trying to counter the trend. Okay, it can push higher, right, back at the top before going to drop. So you are looking this short-term trade first. Okay, back at this bottom. All right, this counter trend trade. All right, if a stronger sell is going to come, then stay in, let the price to get all the way back at the low. But again, but again, we need a, you know, strong reasons for that drop. Okay, there should be uncertainty into the market for this big drop to happen. All right. So this ABC move, which is in play, all right, that ABC move to finish, and that's the trend and push lower. Okay, let's go to the lower time frame. Okay, so that's the trade you are watching. Make sure you trade with care. Okay, you're trying to counter the trend. Okay, from highs you are trying to take this trade first, and watch it how far that trade goes. Okay, if hold the bottom, take off your profit. If break lower, that's your medium term target. All right, that's your medium term target. Okay, if stronger sell is going to come, I mean the wave is going to happen, that's what you are targeting. All right, keep doing that every time, and Canadian is forming new high. Let's see, this is not going to drop from this top and pushing higher. Let this tiny pullback, a tiny push up to happen. Okay, and same again, do that from there. Okay, there you're gonna have the bigger, all right, so the great return. All right, do that from that top. Okay, this is the wave you need to catch from the top. If you remember, last time we were selling the CAD yen from there, CAD yen, Aussie yen, all yen pairs from there. Those who have traded, they know, right? There we were seller last time. Not just on this pair. I can show you the example on the Aussie yen. So that's what you need to do again on a bigger time frame. Keep doing that again, all right? There should be a chart on the on the Aussie yen there within these areas. So price is coming back to those areas again. All right, so yeah, price is coming on the CAD yen, not the Aussie yen. All right, so there we had the chart. Maybe on a 4-hour time frame, right? Maybe on a 4-hour time frame, but you can get those charts from my profile, right? There should be that chart. Let me check quickly, guys, for you so that you can grab this big potential. Catch these big moves, all right? So these big moves, if you're gonna catch that big move just for next year, it's gonna be enough. All right, so you're gonna get, 15 to 20% return on your account. All right, so you're gonna get a 15 to 20%, maybe, you know, 25 to 30% return on just on a single trade. Do that. Uzi yen. Uzi yen. So there you got. So this is what we were similar pattern we were having on the CAD yen, all right? Kiwi yen, CAD yen. So price went lower. Okay, at that time we were selling the CAD yen as well. So that was you know a good trade, good wave. Okay, so similar move you are looking at the CAD yen, but make sure when you're selling the CAD yen from the top, you know you understand that CAD is stronger than the Kiwi, than the Uzi, right? CAD hasn't lost its ground, uh, you know, in this, you know, crack, the the way Kiwi and Uzi lost, right? That's the reason. You have seen more weaknesses on the euro against the yen, more weaknesses on the Kiwi and Uzi, yeah. But CAD yen and Uzi and dollar yen, they remain sideways. Okay, so same analysis on the bigger. Let's look at the bigger time frame. Okay, so very much same analysis on the the Uzi yen. Okay, that's our structure. That's what I was showing you from bottom, if you remember. Okay, at this area. So, so this might be a correction. Okay, if central banks not gonna get success, we're gonna have another wave. Okay, if we're gonna have recession, yeah, we're not gonna get that wave. We're gonna have more than that. All right, so then price gonna go all the way to these lows. All right, then price gonna go. If we're gonna have recession, price gonna visit that bottom then. All right, then price is gonna visit that bottom, 56. All right, that's the last time. Okay, that's the recession we had last time. All right, so every time you're having new high on the Uzi yen, you're looking for that to drop. Okay, let's go to the lower time frame. First of all, you know, very much same analysis like the euro yen. Okay, so stronger sell, correction, and then go lower. Yeah, stronger. Let's go to the lower time frame. Okay, correct and go higher, and from top drop. Okay, let's go to the lower time frame. All right, so that you can get the idea. Okay, you are having that trend. All right, so let's put that. Let's put that in this way. Okay, so you're having correction. You had the correction. All right, so correction there. Okay, another correction and take off. All right, if correction is not turning like that way, yeah, so give us a stronger sell, correction, go lower. All right, so if the Uzi yen is going to test the top, you're looking for it to drop. All right, you're looking for it to drop. You're looking for Uzi yen to drop. Okay, weekly correction which I have just shown you, which is just turning over there. You're looking for that correction to drop. So weekly time frame on the Kiwi is also same like the Uzi yen. Price is pushing higher from the lows. Okay, we had that chart before. Yeah. Okay, if problem is going to rise again, boom, go lower. Okay, if not, then price gonna keep pushing higher. All right, so go to the lower time frame. Every time when you're gonna have new highs, you're looking for this to go lower. Okay, same analysis. Okay, 15-minute correction, stronger sell, correction, and then go lower. Okay, if not, then slowly keep pushing higher. Yeah, test the top, and then you again looking for this to drop. Okay, very much same analysis like the other yen pairs. Okay, so stronger sell, and then you're looking for the Kiwi yen to 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 keep pushing lower. Okay, yeah, so stronger sell is not coming. You are not having stronger sell. Okay, a corrective sell is coming. Yeah, and price is forming a flat formation. Let this tiny, you can trade even on that short small move. Let the price test the top or new high, then again counter the. Every time when you are having new highs within this trend, counter it. Okay, counter that highs, take a risk from highs rather than for buying from longer term for upside. Counter it. Every time when price is forming new high, counter the Kiwi yen, counter the Uzi yen. Okay, this is what we're gonna get when we're gonna have the sharp sell. Okay, this is what we're gonna get. You see that? It's the same chart, it's the same structure, same pattern, which I have just shown you on the Aussie yen when we were selling. I mean, selling the Aussie yen. So you are doing that again. Yeah, every time you are having new highs, you are trying to counter. Yeah, in case if the big move breakout is going to come, you are catching the big run for the downside. Same analysis on the dollar yen as well, right? Yeah, chief yen as well. Okay, so chief yen went up. Last week we were looking for chief yen to push up and then drop. Okay, so same analysis. Yen getting weaker, all right? Yen was getting weaker. So there is a correction on lower time frame on the chief yen. Okay, this lower time frame correction can push higher. We can see that one more up move before going to push lower. So you're looking for again stronger sell, getting into the trade, putting stop behind that, having corrections, adding more. Yeah, that's what you are looking on the chief yen. Not just chief yen, all yen pairs. All right, so Euro New Zealand dollar to complete this wave. All right, last week we were having correction. We were talking about the correction. We had the correction price pushed lower after testing the 618. Okay, we were talking about that correction. Okay, so price tested the 618 and went lower. So this is what you are expecting. Okay, this pattern formation you are expecting next week. All right, so flat formation and go lower. Complete the move. All right, so you're watching these areas for short. Okay, these previous tops for short. If you are already in, you're looking at to go lower. If you're not in, you're watching this to go lower. Okay, and from that bottom, the way I was showing you there. Okay, short term buy from that bottom, and then flat and then go lower. All right, so same again. So first of all, complete the bearish move at this area and you know break and complete the wave there. If not breaking, hold it, short term buy, simple ABC move, and once price gonna complete that pattern, sell again from there for this move. Okay, so there we are anticipating this pattern formation to appear. Okay, this flat formation, pattern formation. Okay, so uh, there is possibility that maybe we're not going to have that flat formation. We're going to have a different pattern formation, right? Then the different pattern formation going to be ABC move or zigzag. Okay. Okay, so price can trace up to 786. It has already to trace up to 618, right? And this ABC move, you can see that is completed. Now we are having a, you can say that ABC move or WXY. Okay, if I'm gonna slightly number this chart, all right, or you can see that WX, all right, your W, X, and Y there, all right, so your A, B, your A, B, and C wave there, okay, X gonna be there, and then again 5 wave or ABC, all right, 5 wave in the Y or ABC, whatever, all right, so ABC there. Okay, so let's see the C wave up to this bottom, all right? This previous bottom or slightly lower than that, okay? I mean ABC there, okay? This ABC that ABC, all right, and then this ABC, WXY, or simple zigzag, all right, and then drop. Yeah, 100% tracement of that WXY. Yeah, so I'm just showing you possible formation. Okay, this WXY or simple ABC move. All right. So in other words, simple zigzag. All right. So this zigzag. Okay, and price can push higher. Okay, simple ABC move. This ABC move and then drop. So yeah. So what are you looking for? You are simply looking price to form. First of all, you're looking price to form flat. All right, that flat, which was formed previously. Okay, so paying attention every time when price is testing those highs, you look in this short-term sell, all right? Right, from this previous high or that previous high. Okay, that trade. So you're looking at that trade and watch it how far that trade goes. Okay, so this is the way which we are anticipating. And once price gonna visit this previous bottom, okay, you're looking at price action for this short-term buy. All right, and if we're gonna have that flat formation, yeah, then that flat formation to continue to go lower. Test the euro New Zealand dollar to test the lows. Okay, so make sure you trade after having price action. All right, don't just simply follow the indicators. All right, or other charts. So try to figure it out the price action. Okay, that's important. So euro Australian dollar bounced off last week from the bottom, went higher, and the bigger time frame is same. All right, so we are expecting this to go lower. Okay, longer term, get down this big move, Australian dollar to get strong. All right, so on lower time frame, we are having that triangle. All right, last week we were expecting this move to happen. Okay, now this week you are first of all expecting this to complete, this short-term trade to complete at that bottom. Yeah, this short-term wave to complete at that bottom. You can trade on that. So once price gonna complete that move there, back at the bottom, watch it. If break in, you're staying in. I don't think so. You're gonna have breakout, all right? As I told you that they're gonna be easing from the Swiss National, you know, Reserve Bank of Australia. So if so, then price gonna stay sideways before going to drop for longer term. Okay, and then again go back up. Price gonna stay sideways within that symmetrical triangle for a while. Okay, if we're gonna put some numbers on it, so it looks like that you are having A, B, C, D, E. All right, A, B, C, D, and E. All right. Okay, so it should break. I mean, triangle is completed. Now it should break down. But we don't have reason for this to break and continue to go lower. All right, then you can change your numbering. All right, so like E wave to come. All right, D to complete there. Let's see B there. All right, and E to come over there, and then that symmetrical triangle to break and continue to go lower. All right, E wave to come. So let's go to the lower time frame. Let's go to the lower time frame. Let's look at that. Let's look at there. Another correction to form. All right, so another correction to form and then drop. Yeah, the short-term trade after having that similar kind of correction. All right, so if correction is not appearing over there, price is visiting the top again. Short. Sell it from the top again. Catch chief, very much same analysis like last week. You're looking it to hold the bottom and go higher. All right, so this move. So hold the bottom, go higher. Okay, trade with care. Either you're gonna get bounce off on the euro pound, or you're gonna get this trade. We are bullish on the both at the same time, but euro CAD is more worth taking than selling the CAD SHIFO, right? So hopefully you remember what we are having on it. Okay, so we were looking it to reverse from the lows for longer term. Okay, it's reversing, and we are looking it to continue to go higher. Okay, this trade. Last week we were looking that move, all right? So same move this week as well. So what is this structure? Okay, let me tell you what Kiwi Cat is doing right now. This is turning into a correction. Okay, this is a correction which is just forming over there right now. Okay, that's our structure, a pattern. All right, this is our pattern. Okay, price can break down and can visit the low again before going to continue to go higher. This is a correction. Okay, or move up, continuation. So when you're gonna buy, make sure you understand that the Kiwi cat can break lower. Okay, so you're paying attention. You're looking at retracement of this move. Okay, test the bottom, ABC move, hold the bottom, and continue to go higher. Okay, watching lows, previous lows to buy. If breakdown, don't go for buy. All right, and cat knock is similar analysis like last week. Okay, we still can see one more drop in the cat knock before going to continue to go higher. Yeah. So same analysis on this daily time frame. Okay, nothing changed. So Uzi Chief bounced off from the bottom. Last week we were anticipating 15-minute time frame to push lower, then bounced off. It did. So bigger time frame analysis is same. Australian dollar to get strong in longer run. Okay, on lower time frame, price bounced off. You looking price to retest that low again and boom, go higher. Okay, so last week what we were looking for this to go lower. All right, this to go lower. So we had that. We had the price action at this low. Price bounced off. Okay. Now another correction similar like that. The correction which I have just shown you on the Euro Australian dollar. That correction to form and take go lower on the Euro Australian dollar. Yeah. So 15 to 30-minute time frame correction to form there, and use it shift to keep pushing higher. Okay, if correction is not appearing over there and we are having sell, okay, this ABC move is going to go lower for one more drop, short term sell, and from the bottom you are looking for again it to go higher. Okay, another correction very much seem like that and go higher. Okay, correction needed. If not, aggressive sell coming, let it push lower. All right, and from bottom you're looking for buy. All right, so 2020 should be bullish for the Australian dollar. We are bullish on the Australian dollar way before, but we will remain bullish on Australian dollar until we're gonna have the bullish wave. Same chart like last week. There is possibility that this pair slightly can push lower. Right, slightly can push lower before going to reverse for longer term. But longer term, bullish. Okay, the way we were just going to remind you the old wave. All right. At that time, it was bullish, and the Australian economy at that time doing very well, very strong economy. Yeah. Then Donald Trump came into power in 2016. All right. Donald Trump actually, guys, some countries are trying to move away from dollar, right? Some countries are trying to move away from dollar and trying to replace a dollar, right? So we are having petrodollar at the moment, right? And some countries are trying to move away, like you are having petrodollar and petro yuan, petrodollar and petro yuan. I mean, Chinese are buying oil from Middle East countries and paying in yuan, right? Paying in yuan means that a big shift away from dollar, right? And in the result, we are having tariffs on those countries. Yeah, Iran was selling their oil in yuan to the Chinese. Yeah, and just look at that. What's happening with the Iran? What U.S. is doing with Iran? They are in a direct conflict with Iran. Yeah, that's the reason because Iran moved away from dollar. They started to sell their dollar, sell their oil in yuan. All right, and Chinese started to buy oil in yuan rather than in dollars. Yeah, they started in 2017. Yeah, and since then, U.S. Um, you know, since then, U.S. and China having trade war. There, U.S. put tariffs on Chinese products. Yeah. Since then, dollar gaining, Chinese currency is under pressure, gold gaining, yen gaining. All right. Equities, were under pressure. Recession. People are talking about that the recession, and Australian dollar was under pressure since then. Yeah, and Kiwi was under pressure since then, since 2017. All right. So yeah, it's not easy to, I mean, for the U.S. to maintain its hegemony. Yeah, so a lot of you know you can say that they have to sometimes they create uncertainties for their own benefit, right? So Australian dollar to gain, Australian economy to gain, all right, in longer run. So this ABC move, last week we were looking for buy, okay, at this area. I was showing you to watch buy. So price slightly went lower, bounced off, and you're looking 15-minute correction and this move to happen, okay? Or price to go test the bottom again and go higher. All right, so looks like we are having attack from bot. Yeah, this bot is doing some attack in the chat section. So let me remove this bot. Let's remove this. Javesh Kumar was doing something, unusual stuff. So let's stop that. Now let's move on. Let's go to the lower time frame. Sometimes, we see attack from bots. They attack. Okay, so there you are looking for correction. Okay, lower time frame correction on the Uzi and this correction. Okay, Uzi was gaining last on Friday. Okay, so correct and go higher. So Kiwi Chief, same analysis like last week. All right, so bigger time frame analysis is same. Kiwi to gain in longer run. All right, that's what we are looking from the bottom. That's our bigger time frame analysis. Okay, this is what you are looking on the lower time frame. Same analysis. It went lower last week, bounced out from the bottom. Okay, so same analysis. You're looking at to hold and this trade. Hold the bottom and go higher. Okay, now let's look at the equities now. All right, let's look at the equities now. So equities analysis is very much same like last week, all right? We need a bigger correction, the daily correction, and at some point we're gonna have that daily correction. Okay. Next week you are having, signing ceremony, all right? So U.S. China first phase trade deal signing ceremony. Yeah, if things are going according to the plan, then equity is gonna push higher. Yeah, and there is a correction on lower time frame. By the way, last week, if you remember that, we were talking about this flat formation. Yeah, this flat formation, we got the move. Okay, we got the wave which we were talking about last week, which I was asking to watch last week. So you look in the, yeah, next week you look in some signing ceremony and equities to push higher. Yeah, this correction can get slightly bigger, all right, like that, zigzag. Okay, so you're looking for that to continue to go higher. That's our structure. We are looking small push up for next week, all right. And if small push up is not going to come and we are going to have a deeper pullback, let's say up to these lows, okay, they're going to be a perfect buy opportunity, yeah, for short to medium term. But longer term, we are bullish, but we need a bigger daily correction before we're going to start to see 10 to 15% return on the equities in 2020. Okay, so same analysis you are having on the S&P 500 push up. Okay, last week we had this move, we were talking about that. So this push up, okay, let's go to the weekly 4-hour time frame too. All right, 4-hour time frame first. Okay, if correction is going to get deeper, let's say uncertainty is going to come and equities are pushing lower. Yeah, this is what I have shown you last week. Okay, this flat formation, we had that move. Before that, we were buying for this move, all right? This move, this wave. We had that wave, very nice move. We were looking for that wave to happen, so we had that wave, all right? So if correction is going to get bigger, let's say the pullback is going to get deeper, you're looking to continue to go higher. First of all, the tiny arrow, the arrow you are having over there, all right, that tiny arrow for next week, signing ceremony and S&P 500 to go beyond 33. All right, go beyond 33 next week. Okay, so we had that buy, shown you that short-term buy on the same, almost everywhere same. So okay, so daily correction at some point we're gonna have similar kind of correction. Okay, this correction is due, then they're gonna be more push up. Okay, but as I told you last week that any pullback, short-term buy. Okay, we had a short-term buy last week, this, and that's what I was telling you, that is over. Okay, so continue to go some more push up next week. Yeah, if we are not having that push up and price is going to slightly, you know, push lower. Last week, if you remember that, we had a, you know, a war scenario, okay, because of that stronger sell came and then price started to recover. Okay, if again anything something like that is going to happen, go lower, test the you know, expanding triangle bottom. Okay, test the expanding triangle bottom and then buy again. All right, so if I'm gonna, you know, draw some you know, structure on my chart, then you're gonna see, you know, patterns clearly. Okay, there. Okay, if price is going to visit that low, the trend line, short term buy. Okay, if price is going to visit that bottom, this is your trade. Okay, last time we had that trade, right? We were talking about that. Even we were, you know, we are having bullish way from there, right? We were buying these areas here. Hopefully you remember. But again, if price is going to test these areas, right? So you're paying attention, and this is your next wave. Yeah, so your trade gonna look like this. Okay, your trade gonna look like that, 4 to 5% return. All right, so your return gonna be 4 to 5%. So short to medium term bullish, and longer term we need a correction before going to push up. All right, so like that you are looking for. And gold, all right, so gold Gold expanding triangle. Gold went higher very, very aggressively last week, and then again manipulation. All right, so gold is a manipulated. Gold tested the 1600. All right, and that's what we are anticipating. Get down within the expanding triangle, test the bottom, then go higher or give us a longer term drop. All right. So last week we were having a war scenario. Because of that, gold was so aggressive for upside. 50, $60 move was just nothing. Okay, so signing ceremony can push gold lower, but again, if you are selling gold, then sell gold with care. All right. So selling gold, is dangerous during this environment, the environment which we are having. All right. We are having a war scenario, right? So, and last week I told you guys, okay, so selling gold in war is dangerous. So you're looking for short-term push-up still can possible. Okay, gold can go higher this move. It can test the 1610, 1620 again. All right, so short-term buy. All right, okay, if buy, we are not going to see price back at the top, yeah, and correction is going to get bigger, then drop back at the 1450. Okay, so silver again same like last week. Yeah, silver went higher because of the warmongering and then drop aggressively. Okay, so same analysis like last week, but again trade with care on the metals. I mean, if you're selling the metals, then trade with care on the metals. Okay, they like metals like wars and uncertainties. Okay, so correction to get deeper or test the previous top, then go lower. Platinum, go lower. Okay, platinum flat formation is just happening, or expanding triangle, hold the top and go lower. Palladium, platinum is same. Palladium is not good to watch. All right. So again, you are waiting for aggressive sells. Make sure you don't, as I told you last week, you don't sell palladium without stronger sell. All right. You only can buy for short-term palladium. Yeah, if palladium is going to drop with collectively with $100 or 150 or $200, you can short term buy. Yeah, but if it is going to drop very sharply, very aggressively, then sell. Right, don't sell palladium if it is dropping collectively. Yeah, so we're expecting correction. Okay, so same analysis like last week. Correction, go higher. Copper, oil. Oil went higher last week and then significantly dropped. All right, last week we were looking for oil to go short term higher. Yeah, we were we I mean we had war scenario, but things calmed down again. But again, problem can arise. Problem can arise again. All right, so problem can rise again. So let me share a link with you. Let me share a link with you. Let let me get the link. So um, you know, in that link, it's been explained very well, or I mean, I'm still looking the links, guys. Yeah, there you got the link, all right? So I'm sharing that link with you here on the Zoom. You can get that, you can get that. This is a video, right? So it's explained very well. All right, so
YouTube chat works as well. Not this link, this is the other one. All right, so the not the other one, that's the wrong link. Or you guys can Google later, right? So if I have to search it, it will take some time. I have that link, so I'll try to share that link with you on the Telegram or on other, social site. But you can Google that link as well. Yep, just type in the Google the importance of the Strait of Hormuz, right? Just type that, and you're gonna have, multiple result of that. But they're gonna be, I think, Works, VOX Works, Voice of America channel. I actually don't remember, but we have that link in our channel, all right? So that link,
Sound is there, guys? Do we have sound? Do we have sound? So yeah, I'm not, I was saying that, we had that link in our channel, but I will try my best to share that link with you later on. And that link, we had a video. Yeah, you can get that video from the Google. Yeah, which was explaining the importance of the Strait of Hormuz. Yeah. So if things are going to get worse again between the US and Iran, and if Iran is going to dis, to to interrupt the supply in the Strait of Hormuz, then again price is gonna go higher. Yeah, price on oil gonna go higher. All right, and if Iran is not going to do something like that, then there is a lot of supply in the market, right? There is a lot of supply in the market, then oil price gonna stay under pressure, all right? Yeah. Why oil is not rising very, very aggressively even within this warmongering scenario? The reason is very much simple. You, US is not relying on the Middle East oil, all right? They are, not you know they are exporting their oil, yeah. So I mean, they are independent on their energy resources, right? So that's the reason oil is not rising very, very aggressively. But if Iran is going to stop the oil supply, then the effect going to be on the China and the other, countries, other neighbor countries, right? Their, you know, growth going to significantly get affected. So you are staying bearish on oil, yeah. In stable environment, in peace environment, you are staying short on oil, yeah. But if uncertainty is going to arise again, you are looking to buy the oil. Okay, if Trump is going to say something again, yeah, oil price is going to go higher, yeah. And if Iran is going to retaliate, oil gonna start pushing higher. Okay, we are having uncertainty, still having uncertainty. Okay, deeper pullback on oil, hold that top and go lower, back at the bottom or this area. Okay, so short term still buy within that trend. All right, short term still buy, this short term buy. Look for that short term buy and watch how that short term buy goes. All right, so this buy played really well. Okay, but there we are having some price action, all right? Okay, we can see sell again back at the bottom. All right, I mean, you can see that triangle, all right? Again, triangle, and from that bottom, again, start looking for buy. All right, so that's what you're looking on the oil, but trade with care for sell side on the oil, all right? The reason is very much clear and simple. Okay, if they are going to, I mean, US and Iran is going to go ahead and head to head again, face to face again, then oil price is going to go higher, right? Okay, so this is what you're looking, right? Short term buy first. Okay, watch that trend line and short term buy. All All right, and I think we done the equities, the US equities, and German 30. Short-term buy was there last week, same trade again, all right? Okay, you watching for the price to test this bottom and price to go higher. Okay, our pattern or structure is this. All right, so last week we were looking for buy. Okay, this is our structure. Breakout, continue to go higher, correction, drop, short-term sell, test the bottom, then again buy. All right, same structure is on the 100 index almost. All right, not very much same, but slightly different. Okay, so slightly go lower and continue to go higher. Test the previous bottom and go higher. All right, Euro stock, short-term bullish. Okay, so you're staying short-term bullish. Okay, go lower, test that bottom, hold that. All right, and this short-term trade. Even short-term sell is also possible, but trade with care for the downside. Nikkei index, same trade like the German 30. Yeah, last week we were looking for it to bounce off from the bottom. It did, all right? So hold it, go higher. Okay, I can give you a short, sweet, and smart tip, all right? Short, sweet, and smart tip, all right? If you just gonna keep using that tip, you can make a lot of money, guys. Honestly, you can make a lot of money just using that small tip. Okay, always stay bullish on the equities. All right, buy every pullback with using stop loss. All right, obviously with using stop loss. All right, when equities are at highs, always keep looking for buy yen pairs. Okay, always buy yen. All right, when equities forming new highs, buy yen. Okay, when yen is not just blindly buy yen, any sharp sell you see on the yen, I mean sharp buy on the yen, buy it. All right. Okay, in other words, when you see equities are dropping, yen gonna get strong. All right, buy yen. When equities drop, give you a pullback, buy equities. Yeah, if you're gonna keep using that, if you're gonna trade this way, this trick, you're gonna use that trick, you're gonna make a lot of money. All right, you're gonna make a lot of money. Yep. So equities, index fund. When I say equities, that means index funds. All right, major equities, major US equities. These days, EU equities are also playing very well. Yeah. So any dip on them, buy. Any dip on the US equities, buy. Yeah. When dip is coming on the US equities, buy yen. That's what I have just shown you. All right. So use that trick. You're gonna make a lot of money. All right. So short-term buy on it. All right. Test the bottom. This bottom. All right. So short-term buy. And let's look at the Bitcoin. Bitcoin slightly pushed higher. Slightly pushed higher. Okay, so after a couple of dips, Bitcoin slightly pushed higher. So looks like that the Bitcoin is trying to to build the momentum for upside. All right, so this is turning into a very nice flag. Yeah, so we were expecting that flag to at least test that bottom, all right, and then take off. There is still possibility that the Bitcoin can push up to this low, guys. All right, maybe not, and breakout gonna be over there. All right, and stronger aggressive breakout possibility is there. All right, so you looking, you're still looking for one more drop on the Bitcoin, all right? So one more drop. And every time when Bitcoin is forming new low, all right, these new lows, all right, at this area at 5,000 or 550 or 6,000, yeah, you're looking, boom, this flag to break out for upside. Okay, so first of all, you're looking for one more drop, okay, and that one more drop to test the previous bottom or new low, and other coins to take off from the bottom, right? Other coins are still under pressure. They're still sitting at the lows, all right? Okay, so this is what they're gonna do. Okay, so small push lower, and they're gonna stay, sideways for longer run, and they're gonna take off. So bullish, we are bullish, longer term bullish on the Ripple, Oita, yeah, bullish on the Ethereum, but Ethereum and Dash, they are not at a best, place to go for long. So bullish on the cryptocurrencies, and yeah, we are waiting for them to take off. Yeah, this move. Is there any question, guys? Now let me know if there is any question. So we are having question. Last week you said Chief is a safe haven currency due to Middle Eastern issues, but the Middle Eastern tension had declined. Does that mean demand declined? No, right? No. That I mean, tension hasn't declined yet. All right, and the demand for the chief hasn't declined yet. Okay, there is another, aspect you have to keep in your mind, and that is the Swiss National Bank is intervening in the exchange rates. All right, they are trying to drop their currency, to drop their exchange rate lower. All right, and similar, intervention we are having from the Bank of Japan. That's why yen is getting weaker. All right. So when we see strength on the chief because of the Middle Eastern countries tension or U.S. China trade war front, yeah, suddenly we see intervention from the central banks. All right, if they're not gonna intervene, then their currency gonna explode very very aggressively. All right, that's the reason they keep intervening in the exchange rates. All right, so if again we're gonna have some uncertainty either from the real war side or the trade war side, they're gonna get strong, all right? Yen gonna get strong and chief gonna get strong, all right? But they got strong a lot already, and we are having pullback. We are having a deeper weekly pullback on the chief and you know on the yen, yeah, and the dollar. Okay, which currencies were playing as a safe haven just a couple of weeks ago, before in August and September? Which currencies? Dollar was playing as a safe haven. No, dollar is dropping. All right. Chief was a playing as a safe haven. Chief is dropping now. Yeah, yen was a playing as a safe haven. Yen is dropping now. All right. And gold is still playing as a safe haven. Gold is not dropping. Yeah, gold will drop at the end when these you know tensions gonna ease. Then gold gonna drop and silver gonna drop, but they're gonna drop. All right, we're gonna have stability at some point in the market. Okay, and once we're gonna have stability, which currency is gonna move? Australian dollar gonna be the end, all right, gonna be at the end to move. Kiwi already moving, all right. We have just seen weekly chart. Kiwi moved away from the bottom. Pound moved away from the bottom, all right. And we're gonna see strength on the Australian dollar as well in coming weeks or months. Okay, is there any other question? Do we have any other question, guys? Looks like not, so let's finish here. And thank you very much for coming into the weekly market outlook. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you back again in another weekly market outlook. Yeah, if you're looking to join us, go to the deckTradingAcademy.com. All right. So have a good day. Enjoy your weekly. Enjoy your weekend.